What's going on, you guys? Welcome to my first impressions of Strategic Command World War One. Been waiting for this game quite a bit. Got a nice cold beer next to me, and about to begin this incredible game that I've been waiting for since the announcement. So let's just get right into it. Got this gorgeous wallpaper here. All right. So there's two scenarios. Now, one thing I wanted to shed light on is there was a Twitter announcement, I'll actually post it right now, where the designer has been working on custom unit icons for this game. And if you can see it right here, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's fucking beautiful. So I can't wait to get to play the game with these fucking unit counters because it looks beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. The developer never ceases to amaze me. They're just unbelievable. It's amazing. All right, so there's two things here. We got Triple Alliance. Let's do Call to Arms. Let's play campaign. Now this is another thing I really love about this game is you can choose, right, which side you want to play. You can play the Entente or you can play the Central Powers. Now, the fucking beautiful thing about this is I can deselect the countries I do not want to play. So I'm going to have the AI deal with these countries. I think that's Austria-Hungary, right? I just want to play Germany. So I could just play Germany and the AI is going to take care of the rest. I love that. Looks nice. Oh shit, this is nice. Nothing beats a beer after a shitty fucking day. And nothing beats a beer and playing Strategic Command World War One on a really shitty day. It takes you from a 0 right back up to 100, man. Most army is now mobilized, but some units remain to be deployed. Some options on deploying these are to deploy. Oh, this is that shit that they were talking about, which is I can set this up. Instead of mass deploying my troops on the Western Front, I can do it on the Eastern Front and then change things up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So if you select auto-deployed, then these units will be placed within the vicinity of the historical starting points, mainly near Belgium, though some cavalry will deploy further south near the French frontier. All right. So I can deploy to strike hard in the west, strengthen my forces in the east, to deploy them in the south, and send them to take part in the conquest of Serbia. Well, we're not doing that. I really should. So I got two cores here. WASD keys work? No, it's not going to let me move while it's in deployment phase, I think. Okay. So, question becomes, let's do this. Ooh, zooming in. So it's like Strategic Command 2. You have a couple of scroll zooms, zooming in again, zooming, and then zooming. So you got about 3 zooms. Let's see. Does WASD keys work? No. All right. I just have to do these map keys here. All right. I could deploy here, take care of Serbia, and just pound them to the ground. I could do that. I can deploy against the Eastern fronts. And how far is Moscow? Slamensk. Damn, Moscow's a long ass way. And then you have some German forces here that actually could probably defend against the French and Belgium and Netherlands. The question becomes, should I fucking do the historical side? You know what? Let's do it. I think I can do a better job. Got one guy here, Von Bulau, whatever the fuck that is. And this is a headquarters though, right? So I don't know if I want to put both guys in the same spot. There's 3 of these guys. Yeah, fuck that. I don't need the same guy in the same place. Yeah, I could use them here. Now, traditionally, the German army, I think beginning in 1914, kicked ass on the Eastern fronts. First German artillery. and 2 core. Alright, cool. So the deployment phase is complete. I put a shit ton of troops all on the Western Front. Successful advance in Serbia season Belgrade and Niš will encourage Bulgaria to enter a war on our side. We must hold on to the eastern frontier. For Russia advances may entice Romania to enter a war against us. Romania is also an important food source, so a war with that country could lead to hunger and low morale at home. Ooh. We must therefore advance in Serbia while also holding our eastern frontier as securely as possible. Alright, delay conflict with the U.S., violating neutrality of Belgium, Netherlands, Denmark will automatically bring the British into the war. Sending any naval units, including subs, anywhere near the British coast, North Sea, Atlantic will also provoke them, so don't fuck around with that. If there's a chance I can not go to war with England, I'm going to fucking do that. So take care if you hope to delay Britain's war entry, as without provocation it is likely that the British will remain neutral for the first month of conflict. First month? Importance of the Netherlands. Imperial Germany war economy relies on goods imported from neutral Netherlands. It is therefore that we like to keep the Dutch friendly, using diplomacy if necessary. It is solely due to our friendly neutral status that we can import goods that would otherwise be deprived to us. If Netherlands were to enter the war on either side or swing towards the Entente, then we lose the vital imports. So basically, don't go to war with Belgium or the Netherlands, right? That's what you're trying to tell me. Be a nice guy. Ooh, check this out. Okay. So, I'm going to change this up. If I can get England not to come in on this war, at least for even a time being, I could take out France and just beat the shit out of them. And then when England comes in a war, because they're going to come in a war after France is gone, right? Or at least on the ropes. So, I'm going to definitely do that. I'm going to have move these guys forward. There's some Russian forces here. These are garrison units, right? Oh, this is shit units. There's a corps here. Another corps. Fuck. There's just one army here. I know, I'm trying to remember. I think it was only about an army size that dealt with a severe blow to the Russian army in the Eastern Front, so this might actually work out for me. If I hit their supply, hit these 2 spots, beat the shit out of them. Send 2 corps south. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Oh, I got another corps over here. Send this guy east. So, ooh, you got a frontier, nice. Let's do this. I want to use artillery. Oh, fuck me. Oh, motherfucker. Okay, well, thanks for doing recon. Shit. Let's see. Readiness, 90. Morale, strength, action points. And that's your... Alright, let's do this. Fuck me, that would be bad for me. Let's move you over here. Move the 5th Corps. Shit. Trying to get some good units into this shit. Okay, that's a good unit. There's a fucking river in between. Oh, motherfucker. Alright, so I got some kind of a line here. I'm going to see if I can push in through here, but it's going to be kind of touch and go. not going to war against those guys. Let's bring down the artillery. I'm going to have to redeploy a lot of these guys here. Alright. Core, let's go. Enemy contact. Motherfucker. Alright, and then I'll move you down. Fuck, there's a shit ton of Russians there. We got 3 Russian corps. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold off any kind of attack here. I'm going to send these 4 corps. We're going to attack them from here and attack them here. Bring this guy south. Just mess up their party. Move you over here. I'm going to leave the German Navy where it's at. I don't want to provoke the... This is a beautiful map, I gotta admit. I like this. Just looking at it, it's really nice. I like the... It's nice texture on the ocean here too. Nice, good. I'm looking forward to what the modders and map guys do on this, because the shit that they did with Strategic Command 2, World at War, the freaking map, the freaking unit icons, holy shit, that was good. Alright. Where the fuck were we? Alright, I need production. Ooh, look at this. I like this. So, a couple things I wanted to... I just got into this fucking game. I just jumped right in without going over a couple things. So, let's go over everything here. Got the production. So, it looks the same as the previous game. Same thing with this. Convoy map. Yeah, everything's pretty much the same. Okay. New units, diplomacy, pretty much the same thing. Research, basically the same thing. Reports. Yep, basically the same thing. Alright, so we got basically... It's basically Strategic Command, just themed World War I style. There are new features, though. So one thing is you can do mines, right? So I can, if I go to war against England, right, I can set up mines, maybe in the North Sea and such, so I can do that. That's one real cool thing. Cavalry can see, I believe, 3 units out, so like 1, 2, 3, they can see that far out. I believe, that's what I remember reading, a dev blog kind of thing. There's other couple of things. Oh, the other big thing is you can redeploy at the beginning of the war either here, or just go after Serbia. So you can do any of those options. There's a couple other ones that I will go over, but there's a couple of new enhancements like that, so that's really cool. Alright, I think we're good, right? There's not much else I can do. Let's bring these guys here. I'm gonna leave these guys here. Move 1 corps there just in case they decide to be friends. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. There we go. Oh, fuck. Alright, cool. So we are good to go. Let's see what the Allies got in store for me. Actually, and they're doing Austria, right? So I don't have to worry about this. We've got to do some purchasing. I got no money, so that makes it complicated. Let's hit our first end turn here. Man, I fucking love Strategic Command. The World at War one was just fucking beautiful. I love that game. I was playing that for a minute. I lost the fucking game, but it was fun. there's some times that I don't want to play. Like, normally, like, my go-to World War II game is Hearts of Iron. But like I said in previous videos, if you want to play that, it will literally take weeks, if not months, to finish that game. With Strategic Command, you can finish in a weekend or a week and get your World War II fill in. Now, the interesting thing about this is I don't have like a really go-to World War One game. I really don't, because, ooh, shit. Yeah, so I don't have a go-to World War One game, mainly because, there ain't no Hearts of, I don't know, World War One game kind of thing. So, it makes it fucking complicated to find a good one. I used to play Commander of the Great War, so that was the game that I kind of did that. There is a Paradox game focusing on World War One, but that's Victoria too, and it's not like the focus. It's like a side war kind of thing. Not a side war, but I would have to say it's the grand finale of the game, right? So it's not like the full game. It's kind of like, hey, if you get all the way from 1836 to 1914, we got this nice war at the end as a kind of like, final scene in the movie, the main event kind of thing. All right. Admiral Vaughn, I'm not gonna pronounce that. Not gonna pronounce that. Whose flagship is the not gonna pronounce that motherfuck battle cruiser is currently Med sailing towards Constantinople. All right. It is recommended that Gobin, all right, continue to Constantinople will be able to take into service with the Ottoman Navy and rename the. If you decide not to send the Gobin onto the Constantinople, then she will instead sail to Pola in the Adriatic, where she will serve alongside the Austro-Hungarian Navy. Let's do... No, we're going to do the Austro-Hungarian Navy. They need as many guys they can get their hands on. Russian mobilization continues. Fucking Austria-Hungary better not let me down, man. Alright, I got 362, they got 238. Ottomans get 16. Shit, they got nothing. Alright, here go the Allies. Motherfuckers. See, mines. Now, I don't want this to settle into like a daggone, man. I don't want this to settle into like a, what do you call it? A trench warfare. Oh, that's the other thing about this game that they're focusing on. That's another big advantage in this game. There is entrenchments. Your units will entrench, and then you can have entrench, and then you have trenches, right? Yeah, trenches. So your units will entrench, and then eventually will develop into trenches, and you can develop your technology of trenches and get deeper and better and all that shit. And I saw, motherfucker, I saw some of the screenshots of what it looks like when the Western Front gets all trenched out. It looks good. I mean, it looks like if you gotta go to war, it looks like you're gonna fucking take a fucking hit to the fucking gut, but it's all part of the fun, right? See, the fucking Russians not playing this time. Bastard. That's a whole fucking army against the Austria-Hungarians. Son of a bitch. Oh, man. Last game I lost with Strategic Command, I feel like if I don't do the right moves this time, I'm going to lose myself. I'll lose again. See, this is the entrenchments. You saw that shit? Rival 1,000 refugees. From what I understand, units will automatically entrench, right? And then they will develop, and then you just develop into the trench warfare. And then you can develop tanks and all that good stuff. Yeah, that's okay. I'll get them back. The Bavarians are no more. By bringing Paul von Hindenburg out of retirement, giving him a field commission there. I think that's the guy that did all the good stuff. To assist him in his duties, Eric Ludendorff. Assist cost us 200 MPs at 50. Yeah, we definitely want to do that. That guy was... These guys did some crazy shit. Alright. So, motherfucker. Oh, because he's entrenched, that's why. Let's do this. Nice. Alright. I'll set you up. Enemy contact. Son of a beach. See, they're ready entrenching. You see this? Oh, and this is a freaking awesome thing about this game. So I was reading in the features that a unit will automatically entrench based upon where the enemy is. So I don't have to go here and say, all right, I need you to fucking entrench to here and here. It's actually going to auto do it for you, which is fucking awesome, right? Love that. That's pretty sick. All right, I'm going to actually have to have this guy head up. I'm going to have to move these 3 corps. They'll engage here, but I'm going to have to move this guy north because, fuck me, are you serious? Motherfucker. Alright. Not good. Not good, my friend. Go air power, right? Come on, push them, man. That's all you have? I'll fucking order you to do your shit. Alright. I need more guys on the Eastern Front. Probably should have done that thing before. Alright, let's move the cavalry. Can you push them? Damn it. It's alright. It's alright. We got it. We got it. Don't worry about it, Donnie. Don't worry about it. Nice. Ready settling into that fucking trench warfare. Oh shit, look at this. Nice, okay. Let's soften that buttercup up. Nice. Let's move you out. The Bavarians, ah, you fuck. Come on. Fuck. Ah, I thought I was gonna be able to do that shit. Damn it. Can I undo that? Damn it, I would have got that motherfucker. Actually, I probably still can. Hold on. Let's move this guy here. There we go. Why can't you move there? Nobody. Seriously. Alright. Making some progress here. Making some progress. Not a lot of progress, but some progress. You can't do anything. You can't do anything. Shit. Ooh. That's okay. Shit. Going hog heaven to these guys, right? Beating the shit out of them. Who the fuck? Marines. Alright, why are you by Denmark? I need you to redeploy you over there. I don't need you guys by Denmark. I'm gonna start moving some units to the Eastern Front. I'm not losing this shit. I don't need all these guys. Not really even, most of them not even doing anything at this point. So, well, I can send them over here to take care of Serbia. Send another corps. I got 2 corps here. I'll deal with the Russians there. I'm going to send another corps. 6 corps. Let's send you here. And then I think these guys are good, right? I don't think the Russians are going to throw too much after them. All right. I think we are good to go. And then everybody will still push in. Ooh. So I can have my... Look at that hex. It changed into like this blown out freaking whatever freaking texture here. I wonder if this changes out like movement costs and all that stuff. Yeah, movement cost is 0. But check that, it goes +1 now. Probably because of all those craters. Man, I love the fucking attention to detail this developer did. Fury Software, you guys fucking rule, man. I'll tell you. Love it, want more of it. Huh. All right, I think, and then how much I got? I got 315 left. Marines. So I can't make armies yet, it looks like. So I can make corps. I can make a shit ton of corps. Not make armies yet. That's something I gotta research. So let's do that. Infantry weapons. Gotta start from the ground floor, huh? Shit. Trench warfare. There's a lot of shit I gotta invest in. Alright, we're gonna do this first. And then I'm gonna invest in tank development. Yeah, let's do that now. Mobility. What does this do for me? Advanced subs. I don't want to deal with that shit right now. I really am not going to focus on trench warfare right now. I feel like that's just going to... If I'm on a defensive kind of partition of the war, then I'll do that. But I'm not going to do that right now. Command and control. Huh. Let's see, where can I focus? Tanks, I think, would probably be a good. Or mobility. Yeah, let's do fucking tanks. And I can't... Yeah, no, I can't build anymore. Alright. It's fine. Alright, we're good to go. Good to go. Good to go. Von Hindenburg. I'm going to move this guy south. Von Hindenburg. And I really don't know what to do with this Navy. I don't want to piss these guys off. Just yet. Just yet. I'm going to piss them off. But just not yet. Man, I got a WD-40 in this fucking chair, man. Creaking like a motherfucker. You know I have to... I know I have to help out the Austrians against Serbia because historically they had a hard time. So I gotta make sure that I gotta lend a helping hand. Maybe I'll send like 2 corps down to help them out because I know their army gets beaten into the pavement by the Russians, and the Serbians kind of help put them away too. Baron Conrad von Wangenheim, our ambassador to Ottoman Empire, reports that from Constantinople that the Ottoman army is not yet ready for war, and that large sums of army will need to be spent to bring it up to an acceptable standard. Improving the Ottoman Empire will cost 200 MPs. Jeez, man, I'm not fucking... No, go fuck yourself. Fix yourself. I'm not fixing it for you. That's what I love about this game. You gotta have a decision system. I could be a nice guy. I could be like, try to lend a helping hand. Or I could say, go fuck yourself, and, go fuck yourself. Nice. Reserve Corps on its way. Alright. Shit. Shit, man. I gotta put more troops there. Maybe if I cut them off. They got one railroad coming here, right? If I cut off that road, I think their supplies get knocked up. They must be sensing this is a bad position to be in. Yeah, pulling one guy back. Well, 2 units ready. Yep, they could see it. AI is smart, man. I gotta give it props. I took off that one railroad. Son of a bitch. It's okay. It's okay. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. And I'm gonna take that fucking... Shit, man, the fucking Russians, they're not fucking letting up, man. Son of a bitch. Man, they're not fucking letting up, man. I thought, like, the quality of the German soldier at this time in terms of training, all that good stuff would have been better than just raw conscripts into the Russian army. Apparently I was wrong. I might have to actually use some ingenuity or fucking just set up fucking trenches, man. I don't know. Hold that Russian... Trying to push me back, really. Lots of shit's happening on the Eastern Front. I think the Western Front right now is in a good spot. I think I should move most of my guys to the east. Because right now, France is the only one in the war. Belgium and Netherlands are not going to come in on the war. At least right now. So that means I just have to kind of like set up like a fucking, trench between the bottom of Belgium to the border of Swiss and just make sure they don't go through. I can deal with them later on. But if I focus on the Russians, take them out now, that's what I'm going to do. I think that's one of my things. I thought I was going to be able to sweep the French right off the, send in the cavalry, hit weak spots, and just go right in, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. They're actually providing a challenge. So, we're going to have to adapt. Which means I'm going to have to put fucking money into the trenches. Trench warfare. So I'm going to move all those new units to the east. I'm probably just going to keep not a skeleton crew, probably just a little bit more than a skeleton crew on the Western Front. Yeah, I lost 2 corps. That's alright. Oh shit. The enemy may launch naval blockades to stop neutral shipping bringing goods to our shores. If we not engage these enemy fleets carrying out such a blockade, then all people will go hungry. There are 2 areas where enemy can place ships to enforce blockades. The most effective is between Scotland and Iceland. Placing minefields or our own naval forces on these locations is not recommended, as it will also impede the flow. Alright. Interesting. Okay. So I noticed that's one thing they constantly bring up about having our people going hungry. I wonder if that's just something I have to, if there's a calculation for that, if there's like a section that I'm not seeing that kind of shows me that data. I don't see anything. Like I don't see anything that kind of shows me strategy map, convoy map. Yeah, I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see anything. It's probably possibly will affect my MPs. That's what I'm thinking. If I hit this guy. See, look at us. They all bunched up here. Motherfuckers. Take that position. There we go. Alright, good to go. Alright, and you push in. Come on. Shit, man. Let's hit that. Alright. So, we're doing some damage here. I should fucking use this Air Force. I keep forgetting about those guys. Thinking maybe I should just entrench here. Yeah, let's entrench here until we bring in some additional forces. I'm gonna send you guys to the Mel. Get attachment to the freaking... I need this rail line. And Mel is gonna provide me 0.75 MPP. It's not a lot, but I don't want to lose this. Plus, holding this position will probably even be better because it's against this river. So that's going to be good. All right, let's start moving, guys. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. All right, I got a lot of guys. All right, operates. I'll move you first. Guard Reserve Corps. Second Reserve Corps. Move you there. A lot of Reserve Corps. The entire military is being called up. Pretty much I'm sending all the Reserve Corps east. Got 3 guys here. This guy's gonna, yeah, this is gonna be good. I'll send 1 or 2 more corps to fill that guy. Got a lot of Reserve Corps. Man, that's just crazy. You're not on the railroad. Gotta make sure I don't lose these guys. Okay. Let's start doing this. That's good. Right, because that would be here and here. You know, fuck it. Let's do 3 sides. Just be on the safe side. Then again, I worry about Belgium coming in. They could just fucking slap my guys right here. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just work. I guess we're settling into this shit. Fortified town, I don't have to worry about that one. Alright, so I got a fortified line here. I know I can still push through here. I got a fortified position here, but I think I can knock this guy out. I might be able to make a hole and get to... I don't think there's anybody here. Maybe I can... Let's do a recon. Shit, there's somebody there. Motherfucker. So even if I fucking even beat the shit out of this guy, there's still... Can you give me another recon pass? No. Yeah, it's pointless. Utterly pointless. Let's entrench. So begins this shit, right? What's the max on you? Max. Alright. So begins the entrenchments. Let's actually start. Yeah. So begins trench warfare. Damn. I was hoping I had a little bit more time. So since trench warfare is happening, I'm going to move my cavalry out. There's no point. Alright, this guy's going to support this guy. These guys are going to support these 3. Alright, and then this guy, and then this guy. So, alright, that'll be my reserve. So I got a good reserve. I'm going to send the cavalry east. I'll send one of you guys west. I mean east, my bad. Alright. Fuck, man, look at this shit. Fucking Russian army. Man, 2 front wars, man. 2 front wars. Ain't... Alright, I think what I'm going to do is send the task force to make sure my supply lines are good. I don't want the... And then this is a battleship. That's a battleship. Oh shit, okay. Can't go that far, huh? Oh, I'll send 2 dreadnoughts. Yeah, boy. Send 2 destroyers. Help you out. Ay, shit. Come on. Took forever to fucking kick that guy's ass. Let's get out some more of these guys. Some cruisers. Get them flowing. Alright, I think this is going to be my last turn here. I gotta watch the little one. I already have another little one downstairs. It has a flu. Not even like a flu like 101, 102. She had a flu of 105, man. So it was kind of like crazy. Alright. Nothing else I can do on this side, right? I think everything's good to go. Let's see how far these guys can shoot. Shells 4 out of 10. Oh, that's another thing I remember in World War One. It was the ammo. You know, the amount of ammo expenditures was quite high. Alright, so I want to protect here, here, here. So 3. Let's begin the entrenchments. Fortified. Alright, and I'm gonna send this guy. Alright, I think that's it for this turn. I know I have 193. Let me order a core, I guess, right? Can't do that yet. Let's do it. See, it's so much easier just to worry about one country. Like Austria-Hungary right now, I don't have to deal with that shit, right? Like there's so many units just for Austria-Hungary. We got production. That was the thing about Warplan, right? Which is, it was designed by the guy who actually designed Strategic Command. And he made Warplan, which is a much more in-depth game that is basically Strategic Command on steroids. Anyway, you can't choose one country in that game. You have to choose one side. So you either play the Allies or the Axis. Which, you know, has its pros and its cons. You know, if you are cool with, like, yeah, I want to play everybody, that's great. Me, like, in this situation, I don't want to play Austria. I don't want to play the Ottoman Empire. Like, who wants to play the Ottoman Empire? You know? Come on. Then again, I guess if you want a challenge. Jeez, look how small their army is. They like have one division. Son of a bitch. Oh, interesting. Polish Legion. Alright. Deploying von Hindenburg, Austria-Hungary, food supplies. That's good. They spent 30 MPs for that Polish Legion? Almost out of my beer. It's my last beer. Prestinia. That's right, you better go back. Oh shit. Did you see that? Is that dismounted cavalry? Are you able to dismount cavalry? I saw like it was like a horse or something. Something happened with that unit. Son of a bitch, man. That unit was at 8, I think. Motherfucker. Because he was out of supply. And that's my bad. Should build entrenchments to your north. Shit. Oh, there goes that unit. Shit. Russians don't play, man. That should be the name of this freaking video. The Russians don't play. Shit, man. Really got surrounded by freaking 5 Russian corps. Good night. Hold. Gotta stabilize this front. That's what we gotta do. And then start hitting them at their soft spots. Damn, man, this freaking smashed my finger into a freaking thing last weekend. Still bleeding out. Alright. They're not gonna attack entrenched positions. So we're gonna settle into a war. It's gonna get slow now. It only took like, what, a month? Albania prepares for war. Alright. So this is gonna be... This is it. Yeah, I lost the reserve corps. That's no big deal. It's a reserve corps. I got a German sub. Put on the front line here. Alright. Fucking Russians, man. They're everywhere. I think I'm going to focus here, break. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Punch right through. And take that. All right. And they don't have any. Shit. Alright, that's alright. I didn't have any entrenchments here. I didn't have entrenchments here. I figure, whatever. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'll just wait till this guy runs out of supply. Supply is 6. It's eventually gonna run out. It's completely cut off. Do me a favor, entrench. Start this up. Protect yourselves. Where's that fucking plane? I can't reach that far. Alright, we gotta push. Do this. 1 out of 1. Shit. Nice. Alright, and then we'll forward rush. Alright, nice. And then we'll let this guy. Alright, so we did a nice little. There's some guy called Von Renkampf. Do me a favor. If I take this, ooh, yeah, that's a good spot. Let's push this guy out. Ah, shit, come on. So what I'm thinking here is a line. Has he enough action points to attack? No, he doesn't. Alright. So I'm thinking of his line, right? Somewhere like this. Down and like that, and then eventually I'll probably put more guys here, and then we'll have like a broad front where I could just kind of like sweep in, right? Because there's just too many freaking of these units. I thought I was gonna be able to have like 1 for 5. You know, I'll lose 1 guy for every 5 of theirs. I thought that was what was gonna happen. It's not. So we're just gonna redeploy everybody. And I'm thinking with the cavalry, what I could do is take advantage. So that would be a good spot to take advantage. Same thing. Here, it would be pointless. There's a shit ton of them. I think maybe here. But nah, I think I'm going to focus here. I have 2 cavalry corps. The first and second, I can probably make my way all the way to Riga. And just disrupt the shit out of them. There. Alright, I think I'm going to save the rest of my turns or MPs for the next video. But overall, guys, I wanted to give my first impression. So, first thing I got to say is I really love this game. 1, it's World War I. Who wouldn't love World War I, right? So, it does. So, I really loved Command of the Great War. It did a lot of things right. This game takes it and improves upon that, right? It does the entrenchments, and then it goes from entrenchments to like more deeper entrenchments, right? Trench warfare kind of thing. Really like the stuff they're doing with the cavalry, right? Cavalry has, I believe, a couple more units they can see ahead of. You have the mobilization, the decision system. So there's a bunch of stuff. I really like this fact that the AI is going to, like, if your units are in front of an enemy, the AI, or if within vicinity of enemy, the AI will automatically have that unit entrenched for you. So that's really cool. And I really like that decision at the beginning of the game where you could choose where you want to deploy the majority of your forces, like that you know, to kind of focus on which front. So I really like that. There's a other bunch of things I'm going to go over. I'm going to kind of just brush up on the features and then kind of go over that. But overall, guys, I'm really liking it. It's taking all the good stuff of Strategic Command for the World War II one and just bringing it into World War I, which is what I wanted, right? So, yeah. It's making this very interesting in terms of focusing on trench warfare, aligning, because this is working obviously very different than World War II, right? World War II is more mobile warfare. Here, it's becoming a slogfest, which is what happened. So, as you can see here, we're Slogfest 101. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoy this. I really am motivated. I really like what they did. And that map pack, that mod that's coming out on release day, from what I've been seeing, is absolutely gorgeous. It's just going to take this, the unit counters, and it's just going to make them just absolutely gorgeous. It's going to make it fucking beautiful. So, they already know what made Strategic Command 2 World at War even better than the original release, which is that mod pack that they had. They added like 3-4 mods to it, icons, all this unit icons, all that stuff, right? And when I launched the game after I got this update, it was just like, wow. It was almost like a totally different game. It looked beautiful. Once they do that with this game, it's just gonna take it up a notch. All right, guys, I will catch you guys in the next one. See you then.